Hey everybody, this is Nick from First Coast Math Clinic. In this video, we're going to talk about how to find the slope of vertical and horizontal lines. Let's get into it. All right, so in the previous video that I made, we went over how to find the slope of a line given 2 points, and we introduced the formula for slope, this m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. The link for that video is coming up right now if you want to review that, as well as at the end of this video. In this video, we're going to talk about finding the slope of a line that are slope of vertical and horizontal lines given 2 points. So let's get into number 1. We've got point L, which is negative 2, 4, and M, which is negative 2, 1. So let's start just by graphing these points and figuring out what this line looks like. All right, so we've got our x and y axis. So L is negative 2, 4. Start negative 2 and then go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So L is right here. And then M is negative 2, negative 1. So negative 2, negative 1. Really didn't need this area over here. So we've got a vertical line. All right, so these points give us a vertical line. So let's use our formula and find the slope. So I'll make this x1, y1, x2, y2. So m equals, and we want the difference of our y values in the numerator. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So negative 1 minus 4 is going to give us negative 5. Let's rewrite that denominator using our subtraction rule. It becomes plus positive. And negative 2 plus positive 2 is going to give us 0. So we've got negative 5 divided by 0. So let's think about, we want negative 5 of 0. Well, whenever we're dividing a fraction by 0, we can't divide by 0. So this is going to be undefined. And let's think about what that means, right? Well, whenever we have a vertical line, we're going to have the same x values. So when we subtract the same x values in our denominator, we're going to wind up getting 0 in the denominator. And whenever we have 0 in the denominator for our fraction, that fraction will always be undefined. So our conclusion is going to be the slope of a vertical line, and we know it's vertical as we have the same x values, is going to be undefined. So if we see a set of points that we're looking for the slope of, and we have the same x values, we know that's going to give us a vertical line, and we know our slope is going to be undefined. So let's look at number 2, and let's graph this. Draw our graph over here. So A is 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then B is negative 2, 5. So over 2, negative 2, up 5. So right here, again, it's just a rough picture of what our graph looks like. So here we've got a horizontal line. So let's find the slope of this line. So I'll make x1, y1 my A values, x2, y2 my B values. So M is going to be the difference in the y values, 5 minus 5, over the difference in the x values, negative 2 minus 3. So now our numerator, 5 minus 5, is going to give us 0 over negative 2 minus 3 is going to give us negative 5. Now, we have a fraction with 0 in the numerator, so we've got 0 pieces out of negative 5. Well, this simplifies to 0. Let's make a conclusion out of this, right? We have a horizontal line. We notice that in our horizontal line, now our y values are the same. So when we subtract those y values, we're going to get 0 in the numerator. And whenever we have a fraction with 0 in the numerator, well, that fraction is going to simplify out to 0. So what is our conclusion for that? So I'll squeeze that in here. The slope of a horizontal line. Slope of a horizontal line, although it's the same y values, is 0. Write that a little neater. So for our horizontal line, we know that our slope is going to be 0. For our vertical line, we know our slope is going to wind up being undefined. All right, let's do 2 more examples. So for number 3, we've got line AB here, and we notice this is a vertical line. So based on what we did from our previous slide, previous examples, we know that our vertical line, the slope should be undefined here. So let's just prove that it's undefined. So our points, this is 2, -1 for A, B is 2, 4. So this will be my x1, y1, x2, y2. So let's find our slope. We want the difference in the y values, so we're going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 using our subtraction rule. 4 minus -1 becomes 4 plus 1, and we're going to get 5 over 0. We can't have 5 of nothing, so this is going to be undefined. All right, so our check of that works. And then number 4, we have a horizontal line. So from our previous examples, we know that this slope should be 0. Let's prove that. Let's justify our answer there. So our point y is 2, 4, and our point z is -3, 4. So let's find our slope. This will be our x1, y1, x2, y2. So our slope, difference in the y's, so we'll do 4 minus 4 over the difference in the x's, 2 minus -3. Our numerator, 4 minus 4 is 0. 2 minus -3 becomes plus positive. We get 5. 0 out of 5 is still going to be 0. So our horizontal slope was 0, and our vertical slope was undefined. So this video was on finding the slopes of horizontal and vertical lines. I hope this video helped you understand this concept a little bit more. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And check out the link for the video that's coming up right now, which is a review on finding slope given 2 points. This is Nick from First Coast Math Clinic.